Yo, 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 this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And we are the Angry Blerds podcast.
Where the nerds are black and the nerds are angry.
All right, so shit just hit the fan. We already had 2 condolences to give out today, and now I have to add a third one to the list. Um, First things first, we have to give a rest in peace to Ron Cephas Jones. A few of us may know him from a hit show on NBC called This Is Us. I mainly got to know him from Luke Cage. He was in a few things that I also watched. Let me go to his filmography real quick. He was in Truth Be Told on Apple TV Plus. He was in Mr. Robot. And he passed away from a long-standing pulmonary issue. Oh, he was also in the Dolomite movie. He was in Venom and The Get Down. And he passed away at the age of 68. We also have to give a rest in peace to WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk. He actually passed away on the 23rd at the age of 79. I don't believe a cause of death was given. It does not say. But 2 years ago, he was diagnosed with dementia and was living in an assisted living facility. But Ric Flair announced on his podcast later that year that he had returned home. But
how old was he?
79.
Oh, yeah, pretty up there.
Yeah. And this one just happened. We got to give a rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, who was only 36 years old.
Oh, yeah. I just saw about that.
Yeah.
What is he, a stand-up comedian?
No, he was a wrestler.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Triple H actually made a post. Let me see if I can find it.
What group is he a part of?
He had his own group. They
the Wyatt family?
Back on yes. Yeah, they.
The weirdo. The chick was like the Appalachian weirdo family in the woods.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now I'm stuck my memory.
Yeah, he's actually the second member of that stable to pass away.
Dang, real?
Yeah, not this year.
Well, yeah, but still, that's a lot for one group. Are they really related, or they just like came up together?
No, but his brother also wrestled for the WWE. Brody Lee, he was Luke Harper. He was part of that stable. He passed away 2 years ago. But yeah, so Triple H actually posted a tweet saying, just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed earlier today. Our thoughts are with his family, and we ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time. So yeah, he was actually supposed to be making a return. He was out due to an injury. And I think he was drafted to SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, they brought him back. He was doing it was kind of like a twisted version of his persona, like the more recent version. It was kind of like New 52 Joker after his face got cut off. He was wearing a mask and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
So kind of like a whole Leatherface thing going on?
Yeah, more or less.
Like super inbreeding?
I mean, you didn't have to say that, but...
I mean, it's a persona. It doesn't reflect on them particularly.
I know, but I mean, you just be throwing extra sauce on shit for no reason.
What do you mean? That's the shtick. It's like the whole Appalachian deliverance angle, right? It's weird, off-putting. That's what their angle was, wasn't it?
Not deliverance. It was just yes, like Country Hicks in.
That's what deliverance was.
Movie. Yes, but there was no incest involved. But yeah, he, like I said, he passed away at the age of 36, and no cause of death has been given, unfortunately. Yeah, he was actually in the Royal Rumble earlier this year, and that was his only match for this year. So we got to say rest in peace to those 3 individuals. Didn't mean to bring down the podcast so fast, but Life sucks.
Yeah, housekeeping.
Things happen.
You gotta do it.
Can you please not call people passing housekeeping? It just
It's
sounds
an
stupid.
obligation. It's an obligation. No one wants to do it. There you go.
All right. A little bit of writer and actor strike news. Not much has happened. They went back into negotiations, and I think that fell through again. But 2 shows have been on the chopping block as of late, and that's the Peripheral, with starring Chloe Grace Moretz and A League of Their Own. Both were greenlit for second seasons, and Amazon has reversed the decision.
Yeah,
so I didn't watch either of these shows. I just know the showrunner for A League of Their Own was pissed, and no one from the Peripheral has said anything just yet.
Well, Chloe Grace is gonna be fine, but it's like the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'm talking about the showrunner, writers. Usually if a show gets canceled, someone's always going to speak out. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the star of the show. It could be like a crew member or something like that.
Well, considering I mean, honestly, EPs. I thought EPs got made more money than that, but sometimes EPs on these hit shows don't make nothing.
No, they don't, because usually the way the EP. That's why you see. Perfect example. I mean, his universe is dead. Greg Berlanti, bro. If you're gonna look at Greg Berlanti's filmography, he was producing stuff on different networks at the time. Like, perfect example, when the Arrowverse was going on, he had a show on Fox called Prodigal Son with Michael Sheen, where he played a serial killer and his son was a profiler. It's like, yeah, they're always working to put out content. That's why I will never give Tyler Perry flack for creating all the content that he has, despite the fact that you don't like it.
It's bad.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Okay, maybe you need to
give good at it.
Maybe you need to give one of the dramatic shows a shot, like Sisters. That's on BET Plus. It might be on that thing that your mother-in-law got. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah, check out an episode.
Nah, maybe not. I'm behind on stuff.
You drinking ginger ale?
Yeah, sure.
Got an upset tummy?
No, it's not ginger ale. All right, sir.
What is it? Tea?
It's energy drink.
Oh yeah, you're off tomorrow, so you're good. All right, Samir, give us a story.
Alrighty. Do you want to head straight into Gamescom, or you want to let that cook a little bit?
I mean, honestly, dude, that's all you. I didn't get a chance to watch anything just because life has been lifing. Like, I got rained on at work, and I came home, and my closet shelf is back together, so I had to re-put everything up and clean up my room, and I'm still not even done cleaning.
Okay then. All right. So well, let me hear a quick one. Charles Martinet is stepping down as the voice of Mario.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wow.
I mean, he's old, so.
Once again, you the main one who be talking about, voice actors. He's old, and Mario doesn't speak that much. Mario goes, woohoo, woohoo. Oh,
no, I'm saying he
Mario
don't want to work no more. He old. Let him do his thing. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, because it's not what you said. It's how you said it. You're just like, oh, he old, so he's
so he want to retire. That's what you do when you old.
But he's retiring from the voice acting. He's still going to be working at Nintendo as like a Mario ambassador or whatever the hell that is. It's like, does Mario need an ambassador? Man's been around for like 40 years.
He don't even know. Everyone knows his name.
Yeah. There's only 2 Marios that come to people's mind.
Mario Lopez. There's Mario Van Peebles.
Don't nobody be thinking about Mario Van Peebles. Think about it. I've seen more stuff with Mario Van Peebles in it. What was the last thing you saw? No, he's not. What's wrong with you? His father's dead.
That's Mario what it is. I forget that he's a junior.
He's not a junior. His father's name is Melvin. Their last name is Van Peebles.
That's what it. Melvin. That is Mario. Mario. Yeah, you're right. He passed away. Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. Yes. Isn't his mom someone famous?
I don't know. You're not thinking about Lenny Kravitz?
No, Melinda. She is famous.
Who is she?
She is a actor and a producer.
I mean, that was very cryptic. I thought you was gonna give me a name.
I mean, Melinda Mandela. No, sorry, Mandela Vampiros. That's no, that's the father. I'm tripping. That's his son. I just clicked on. Okay, so the son is.
Never mind. Just forget it. Forget it.
I'm taking in this information as I see it. We weren't even talking about Marvel Peoples. All right, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? All right, I'm doing three things at once. Three things at once.
I literally said two famous Marios. I wasn't even thinking Mario Van Peebles. I was thinking of Lopez and Mario the Plumber. I wasn't even thinking of the singer Mario.
Oh yeah, we talked about him too.
But yeah, continue with the Gamescom stuff.
Okay. Well, that's not Gamescom. That was just a little snippet. Let me go ahead and refresh myself and pull up all the announcements, and then we can go down because I did see the whole show. Let's do this in order. But let's go ahead and get right to the next story because I just gave you the whole Mario thing. That was not a part of Gamescom.
Okay. So this is from Screen Time. I don't necessarily know if this is true, but I kind of hope it is. A live-action Jak and Daxter film is reportedly in the works where Tom Holland will play Jak and Chris Pratt will voice Daxter, and Ruben Fleischer.
I'm surprised Chris Pratt ain't canceled yet.
Bro, people don't get canceled for their religious beliefs.
No, you're correct.
So why would he be canceled?
It's looking dicey though. Look, he on thin ice. Though. I say that. Yeah, he's on thin ice.
How? Explain.
So in addition to
you're doing the segue stuff, so go ahead.
In addition to pushing his faith on his fans, like publicly,
bro,
like
he literally gave a speech. That's what people do when they.
It's more than that. It's more than that. He's done. It's other instances.
It's not like he said. It's not like he said go to church.
It's not. No,
there's only one God. That's not what he said. He literally said God is real. He said I wouldn't be here without God. I saw the Nickelodeon thing. The first time you brought it up, like 2 years ago.
Apparently his brother has ties in like white nationalist organizations.
That's his brother. What does that have to do with him?
Because he was seen on site with some of those people. That's why. That's what people like. Okay, they kind of worry about it. So that's why he's on out there. He ain't canceled yet, but he on thin ice. And if he slip up, it's a house of cards right now. It'll all come crashing down.
Maybe he didn't know they were white nationalists. Did you ever?
It's
think
his brother.
See, this is the.
No, this is what? You
this
said
what?
Wait, no. This is what?
No, rewind that.
Was his brother?
Was Chris with was? Goddamn, why can't I talk? Was Chris with the white nationalists with his brother, or was just his brother with the white?
No, Chris Pratt, before he was famous, was seen hanging with that group. Is what I'm saying.
But do you think he knew that they were white nationalists? Because now you throwing the speculation stuff out there, and that's how people quote unquote get canceled.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. And
even then, I'm sick and tired of the quote unquote retroactive canceling. You see Kevin Hart. What happened to Kevin Hart? What, last year?
Ain't nobody care about Kevin Hart.
He was supposed to host the Oscars. They brought up the jokes from his decade-old stand-up comedy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He had already apologized.
So here's the issue. So the biggest controversy is its alleged affiliation with the Hillsborough Church. The mega church is known for its being notoriously anti-LGBTQ.
Okay.
And Hillsborough's former and now disgraced senior pastor Brian Houston went public with the church's anti-LGBTQ stance in 2013 and continued to reaffirm it over the years. So he's affiliated with that church. He could have found any other church, but he's affiliated with that church.
Is he still affiliated with that church?
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know that? Maybe he went to a different church. That's the stuff I'm talking about. It's like we don't know anything about these people's lives, but yet people always want to throw stuff on them.
I mean, he ain't canceled yet. I'm just saying he's still getting roles and stuff. I'm just saying something nice. He got one more thing to come out, is what I'm saying. And then bam. And here's the thing, it's easy. That's the thing. The problem is with these situations like this, there's a lot of people who don't have not a single black mark on them. The other Chris Evans, people love Chris Evans. Chris Hemsworth, people love the Hemsworths. Both the Hemsworth brothers. And the third one that no one knows about. They don't got nothing wrong with them. All right? As far as we know. Okay? It's not hard to stay spotless. Don't be a douche. Okay? Don't say douchey things. All right? So when it happens, okay, well, what'd you do wrong? Exactly. People don't just attack you for no reason. Like, remember that whole thing about Anne Hathaway being stuck up? That's the worst thing that Ed Lady ever did. And you couldn't find out she wasn't stuck up. All right?
I don't know anything about that.
It was this whole rumor going around that she was super stuck up and like not very nice. But that's about it. No, she's a nice lady as far as everyone tells at this point.
And that's the same thing people said about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan don't want to sign autographs because people turn around and sell his autographs. Does that make him an asshole? No, it doesn't. Maybe. Because it's like, why am I going to sign this for free if you just going to turn around and make money off of me?
There was also that one story with Wayne Gretzky.
I don't know nothing about Wayne Gretzky besides you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That was Wayne Gretzky who said that?
Oh my fucking God. You think Michael Scott made up that shit?
I don't know. I don't watch the office like that. Anyways, so apparently, okay, preface this, we're not a sports podcast. So apparently,
but you brought up Wayne fucking Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky and a bunch of other athletes, including Michael Jordan, were sitting at a poker table playing poker, high stakes poker. You know, they're all making a lot of money. Anyways, so one of the girls came by with drinks and stuff like that, and you know, I guess Mike gave her a small tip, and Wayne was like, nah. He pulled 100 out of Mike's pile and said, that's how you tip at the VIP table. And that's the story that goes, because apparently Mike is super. That's not true, though. I think he was really early in his career. He might have been younger. Maybe he was maybe he didn't know. So I can give Mike a pass on that one. But that was that story that people say stuff about. You know, just saying.
Bro, the way you said that story, you made it seem like Wayne Gretzky did something bad.
I said Michael Jordan. We were talking about Michael Jordan, and that's what said the Wayne Gretzky story involved Michael Jordan. Wayne said, "Yo, that's not how you tip. This is how you tip." That's like
it is amazing how all this just like came out of right field because I said Chris Pratt might be doing a damn Jak and Daxter movie.
No, yeah, and I'm like, yo, I'm surprised he ain't got cancer. That's what I'm saying.
Leave that man alone, okay? People love Chris Pratt.
No, they don't. They don't. No, they don't.
Let me rephrase that. The majority of the world loves him.
Oh, okay. I think he just gets skating by. I'm just saying.
Go, man.
All right. Hang on.
Why do you not have your stories up, man?
No, I have. Because now I'm stuck in this whole thing here.
I'm not even talking. Just leave the dead air here.
So yeah, it really boils down to not only his continued connection to that church.
Bro, don't nobody care. Okay, you talking about stuff that happened a decade ago. Go to the next story.
This is recent. That's what I'm saying. He's still with that church as of today. Is what people are mad about.
Okay, you don't know if that same pastor is there, but I don't want to talk about that. This is not that type of podcast.
Yeah, I'm saying he's a prominent figure in the MCU. So you know, it's like same thing about we talked about Jonathan Majors a while back.
No, you talked about Jonathan Majors. I tried to wait till all the facts came out, and as a matter of fact, we haven't talked about the fact that his ex-girlfriend fled the damn country.
Oh yeah, that's nuts, right? She fled the country. I'm like, what? And he still got to appear in church, which is kind of whack. I'm like, I don't know why they get through the
court, you idiot.
What'd I say?
Church.
Well, obviously you know why I said church, right? Yeah, okay.
They both start with C?
No, because we were just talking about church, you dingbat. Freudian slip. Okay, so there's a lot of announcements for the Gamescom. You know, they gave us a live action trailer for Starfield. It looked dope. Let's see what else we had. Oh, they announced. They gave an announcement trailer for Little Nightmares 3. Shoot, I didn't play the second one, but it looks, you know, along the same lines as the other two. Creepy. There you go. What I'm really excited for though is Black Myth Wukong. They gave us an extensive gameplay footage of never before seen footage of certain boss fights towards the beginning of the game, I think, and they like a lot more skills and looking pretty dope. So it's like a mixture of if I had to liken it to something, it looks like a mixture between Dark Souls and God of War, recent God of War Ragnarok, and it looks pretty dope. You know, so have you seen the trailer for that game, Wukong?
No, like I said, I haven't had time to watch it.
Yeah, but they announced this game like 3 years ago. Like they showed the trailer 3 years ago. You didn't see that trailer either? Black
You
Myth.
expect me to? You expect me to remember a video game trailer from 3 years ago?
Well, it's a big AAA release video game. I figured you remember it.
And we haven't had any news on it since 3 years
No,
ago.
they release a new trailer every year at every conference. So it's been getting updated. They've been working on it. Okay, all right. Well, Bernard's on the right. Okay,
bro. It was amazing that I was able to remember Lies of P when you talked about it in 2021.
That game,
and that was because
it's been getting regular updates also.
But it's out.
Yeah,
it's out. Right. But no, I was just saying because it's just amazing that I remembered it when you brought it up when they announced the release date.
It's getting previewed. It's not out yet.
I could have sworn that game was out.
No, it's like really close to being out.
Oh God! Yep. I could have sworn this damn game came out. Bro, this game came out in June.
No, no, it didn't. Yeah,
no. Okay, September.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Otherwise, I would be.
It was supposed to be out in June.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the initial release was June, so you're not crazy, but it got pushed. Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, so they did release a extensive preview about a week ago, so it looks good. We'll talk about it in a bit, I guess.
Yeah, the only thing I actually saw was the trailer for Hellboy, and that was just because Lance Reddick, may he rest in peace, is doing the voice of Hellboy.
I did not know that.
Yeah. But go ahead, talk about what you want to talk about, because I already know what you want to talk about.
Okay, well, Killing Floor 3 got an announcement trailer. Look, if you're into that,
about Cyberpunk.
Oh no, we're gonna get to that in a second. So, looks pretty dope. It's in the same lines as the other games, on point. Rebel Moon got is getting a Netflix video game adaptation. I didn't see much into this project, other than the announcement, like the verbal announcement. So the movie looks dope. As far as the video game adaptation, that remains to be seen. Movie adaptations are kind of hit and miss, so we'll see how that goes. They gave a gameplay trailer for Crimson Desert. It's very South Korean, and it's very highly detailed, high fidelity video game. It's pretty indicative of a South Korean game. Looks dope. Hopefully the gameplay matches up to the rest of the quality of the game. Because it looks good. I just don't know if it's going to actually be fun to play. Just because the game looks pretty to me, it's going to land right. Payday 3 with an Ice-T collaboration trailer. So there's that. Yeah, okay. I didn't like the other two Paydays, but apparently people like them. Assassin's Creed Mirage has another trailer. I'm kind of checked out of this. I'll be real honest at this point. So,
but you judged me when I checked out a decade ago.
No, this is the thing, though. It's like I'm gonna give this game a shot. Still, I'm gonna keep my eye on it. But it's like I played all the modern ones that came out after Revelations, which was Origins and it was Black Flag. I didn't play Black Flag. I did not play Black Flag, but people love Black Flag. Like the naval combat and things like that. People love it.
That was the last thing. That was the last one I played in. Like
I came in at Origins. I loved Assassin's Creed Origins. I thought it was amazing. I enjoyed Odyssey a great deal. I found Valhalla to be a bit of a trudge. It was kind of a slug to get through, but it was fun. I'm not sure if I'm feeling Mirage. Maybe I'm just burned out, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Play Syndicate? Didn't you have Syndicate?
I did not play Syndicate. I should have played Syndicate. Actually, no. Syndicate was part of the era I didn't care about. So no, I owned it, but I never played it. And I bought it on sale. It was like really cheap when I bought it. So whatever. Anyways, I'll keep my eye on Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'll most likely play it. We have a release date trailer plus story mode and single player mode trailer for Tekken 8. They showed more of the game, a lot of the modes, things like that. It showed a slew of of the roster of all the characters in there. I think they showed a couple that I didn't even know were in the game, actually. Like, honestly, this game's been in development for so long. Like, they've been releasing trailers back to back that I forgot who they announced. Like, I was like, did they announce Yoshimitsu? That's what I was like, huh? I know they announced a bunch of...
did.
Right,
so... We just didn't talk about it.
Right, that's probably it. I don't know. But yeah, so it looks good. And finally the release date was announced to be 26th of 2024. January 26th of 2024. There we go. And, I'm excited. Let's see. We have Modern Warfare 3 had extended gameplay demo. I mean, it's Modern Warfare 2. Hey, I'm going down the line here, okay? But yeah, Alan Wake 2 got announced. So Alan Wake 2, it looks like their Remedy is basically combining everything that they've been doing up to this point, and all the good stuff is going to be in Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is going to be something serious. Like, have you played the other games?
No, remember, it was an Xbox exclusive. They just released it as Alan Wake Remastered.
I forgot. You just a freaking fanboy.
Or... I just like what I like. That doesn't necessarily make me a fanboy.
You owe Sony nothing. They have good games in Microsoft. Why not play them too? Okay.
And I'm familiar with the feel of the controllers for the PlayStation.
They're just controllers. You can play them. They're not competitive. It's like you play only single player games. You can get used to another controller. It makes zero sense.
Plus, and I've already had this discussion with you, I don't have an extra HDMI port for it.
Just switch the HDMI port. What do you mean? Buy a switcher.
So I could reach behind my TV that's mounted on the wall.
No, you switch the ones that comes out of the wall. Obviously, so you switch the one from the back of the PS5. PS5 into the back of the Xbox. Switch it over.
Shut up, Samir. No, I don't want an Xbox.
It's like a talking to a child sometimes. But I don't want
because the whole reason I even bought a PlayStation 3 was because all my friends were getting PlayStation and we were playing stuff online. So I just stuck in that same wheelhouse. That doesn't make me
it's weird.
What you call me?
A fanboy? It's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make me a fanboy.
You owe them nothing. Then why didn't you?
I don't owe them nothing. I just don't want an Xbox.
Now, with that being said, again,
you don't have an Xbox.
I do. I have a PC. I have the Xbox. I can get all the Xbox library on PC. So
it's not the same as having an Xbox.
Yeah, it is. I get their entire library on PC. That is the exact same. What's different, Bernard? I get the games. What's different? We're not talking about
the system.
So I get the games.
So I need to shell out $600 for
to play the games. Is what I'm saying.
To prove to you that I'm not a fanboy, and I've told you multiple times.
No.
Let me get this off real quick because this is the last time I'm having this stupid ass discussion about Xbox. There is nothing on that damn system that's not on PlayStation that I want. They have no exclusives that I want.
We're just talking about Alan Wake. It's an amazing game.
It's on PlayStation now. I didn't play it originally 15 years ago when it was an Xbox exclusive. Why? I had no interest in it.
Well, then now you can.
I said that. I just haven't bought it.
Well, then there you go. Anyways.
Motherfucker.
So we have, Alan Wake looks amazing. I can't wait.
He gonna be the reason I have gray hair, people.
No, it's your bad genetics. I can get gray hair. Okay, what was I going to say? Also, it's just old age. I mean, you 37. You should be having gray hairs anyways.
You're bald. I know someone younger than you who's bald. Jamel is younger than me. He has
I'm
gray
bald
hair.
by choice. People, I shave my head. There you go.
Hey, man, I still got the $100 cast aside for you.
What are you talking about? My wife likes me bald. I'm not gonna upset my wife to move it back.
Hey,
okay? I love my wife.
When we made the bet, what was that? That was when was SD? April?
I was married.
That was April.
I was married.
I know. No, we made the bet in April.
So, what are you talking about?
Okay, fuck it. Continue, Samir.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So the Nightingale has a release date trailer. It's getting released next year, February 22nd, 2024. Victorian time traveling survival game. If you haven't seen it, looks really cool. Very fresh idea. We don't have much space in that whole Victorian steampunk space. It's very minimal.
Yeah.
Yep. What?
And that's where you lost me. That's where you lost me.
I don't understand. What does steampunk do to you?
Nothing, dude. I'm just not a fan of the whole Victorian era. It's like,
why?
I can't be in there too long. It's like I tried to play Bloodborne. It's like, nope.
Bloodborne isn't.
What was the other one? The Order 1886.
That game was short. That game was short.
I didn't beat it. Like, I'm done with this. I'm trading this into GameStop.
So here's the thing. So those are really strange takes to have because the Order 1886.
I mean, those are the last two. Those were the last two I played.
Right,
I'm just not a fan of Victorian England. Period.
Right.
Like, I can't watch it. Like, I can kind of deal with it with like Sherlock Holmes and like the Time Machine with Guy Pearce and Samantha Mumba. That's about it.
Those movies were barely Victorian.
Okay.
In fact, Sherlock Holmes was industrial England, actually.
Okay, fine. And I can't deal with the 1900s.
Why? That's such a weird stance to have. There's so much content out of that storytelling in that era. Like, what about that era turns you off?
I don't know. That's why I didn't watch the one show with Orlando Bloom and Onion.
Carnival Row.
The fairies. Yeah, couldn't get into it.
That's also like Victorian / turn of the century London.
Yeah.
Really cool show. It got a second season.
I know. It took 2.5 years to announce it.
It did take a long time to get released.
Everyone was like, "Is this canceled?"
I kept checking because I really like that show.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about that era I just can't rock with. And like dark fantasy, like, you know, Game of Thrones and stuff like that. Not. Sorry.
See, it's funny. It's like, that's why I question your nerd card sometimes.
And once again, Samir, there's a whole diaspora of nerdom out there. Okay, like, perfect example. You say you're gonna read comics, but you haven't read a single Marvel, DC, Image, Top.
That's not the point. I'm not opposed. That's the issue. The argument isn't time management. It's you are opposed to doing something. I'm not opposed to reading comics. I just have bad time management. I have comics. I read it regularly. Okay.
Samir, I gave these things a shot. They weren't for me. It's like, why can't you just grasp that it's not for me?
This is just a weird take, man. I'm just saying.
It's not for you? Give me your nerd card, nigga.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, okay, so it's like the Victorian era.
It's like, I like Shadow of Mordor. I still haven't watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I like The Hobbit. It's picking. I'm picking.
And it's funny because it's like, let's say for instance, in your arguments on them, sometimes they'll like, for instance, if you had said, "Oh, I don't like Tolkien because his works failed the Bechdel test," all right, that's a nuanced argument there.
You just said a bunch of things that I don't even know what that meant.
Okay, so the Bechdel test is whether or not you have more than one female character in your piece, and whether or not they interact, and whether or not they have a conversation that does not involve a male character. Is this
like a legit thing, or is this just
a legit thing. If your work can't do that, then you have shitty portrayals of women, and that work is kind of like, okay, well then it's garbage. That's what you can argue that way. It's like, yay, all right, the Bechdel test has failed, so it's not worth my time because clearly the author is deficient. So that is technically a substantial argument to have. You could honestly, that's a stance to take. You know, Tolkien's work, for the most part, fails the Bechdel test.
Okay.
Right. I mean, Akira Toriyama frequently fails the Bechdel test. It's like a lot of fantasy.
Bulma's there.
Yeah,
but I don't know what other.
She barely ever talks to another female character, and when she does, is it about another male character? That's the thing.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I've watched Dragon Ball Z.
We have to really comb through that whole series to see if it fails the Bechdel test. And I think
I should ask Loco because he was it last year or the year before? He watched all of the Dragon Ball universe.
Oh God, why would you do that?
So because bro, everyone didn't watch Dragon Ball growing up. I never watched Dragon Ball. I had a few of the manga. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, really. I watched that abortion that was GT, and I watched Super. Okay, so just like my knowledge of Pirates of the Caribbean comes from Kingdom Hearts, my knowledge of the Saiyan, Boo, Frieza, Cell Saga, Android Saga, that comes from Dragon Ball Z games.
How did you miss Pirates of the Caribbean when it was popular?
I don't really fuck with pirates like that. Why is that so hard for you to grasp?
It's another strange take. Anyways, so again, that's another. So the Bechdel test is a reason to say I don't f with token. Okay, fine. Okay. You know, so it's like, what about? Is there a specific? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out the specific reason about the Victorian.
You're not going to figure it out.
It's 1837 to 1901. It's like, what about the British era that you don't like? It's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Maybe I was a time traveler in a previous life or a slave during that era. Who knows? But continue.
Yeah, but if you have a problem with slavery, that's going to cut out a large swath of history because we didn't have a good time. All right, I'm going to spoil alert. We did not have a good time. So that's like large swaths of history gone. And again, if that's your take, okay. But
I just don't know, dude. It's one of those things I can't explain. It's like, why are we stuck in this time period? It's just, fuck it. I don't know. Sorry. But please continue with Gamescom because we've been talking for 37 minutes and we got a movie and 2 TV shows to get through to review.
Okay, so here's something I'm a little confused about. So there's a game that they announced.
You good, man? You can't get that burp out?
I got it out. So
it seemed like you were struggling, like you was choking on air or something for a minute there.
No, I wasn't. I don't know why you watch it so close. All right, sir.
Like my eye is all the way up in the camera.
Oh!
Trump's mugshot is online.
Yeah, he surrendered himself.
I know, but this is the first time where he's quote unquote surrendered himself, and there's been a mugshot. I'm sorry,
yeah,
I just got excited about that.
He got him and Brittany Anderson got fingerprinted and mugshotted in. They probably didn't give him a cavity search or anything like that, but they got put in.
What the fuck, bro? He didn't go to jail. He just surrendered himself and bonded out.
They should have given him a cavity search, like the whole arm up there. Check and see if he got in there. Check his tonsils. What was I gonna say? Anyways, so right, so Zenless Zone Zero. They announced a trailer for that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really get the point of this game. The trailer was a little confusing. If I'm being perfectly honest, I wasn't really figuring it out. So I don't know what to say about this game. I guess I did like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic, very anime. You know, tugs on my weeb strings. I like the aesthetic, but I don't really get the point of the game. The gameplay wasn't very. They didn't present it in a very straightforward way. I would say that the trailer wasn't very well directed, but maybe I wasn't paying attention correctly, or I'm not familiar with the particular developer. I don't know. But yeah, that's coming out too. It's getting announced. Yeah, so it's announced for August 22nd, 2023. Should have been in a different show. What are you playing?
I'm sorry, that was a reel that started. I got a comment on something.
Okay. Lords of the Fallen has a new story trailer. If you don't know who Lords of the Fallen is, Bernard, it's a Souls-like.
It was one of the first games to come out on PS3. This is a remake.
It's a new one. It's not a remake. It's a new.
It's not.
Game. No, it's not a remake.
I thought it was a remake.
No, it's not a remake. It's a whole new game.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually got Lords of the Fallen is funny because it was a shameless copy of Dark Souls, whereas this one is now breaking new blood into the Souls-like space, which is a vast improvement on the last one. The game looks good. If you like that sort of thing, this should give you all that sort of stuff, to say the least. Let's see. Sonic Superstars. Okay. Sonic Frontier has a Final Horizon update trailer, so it's getting DLC.
That needs to hurry and come out. I haven't touched that game since I beat it last year.
Well, this is a free update that will be on 28th of September, so next month. We have the First Descendants open beta trailer. The open beta will be if you've seen I think I may talk about the First Descendants. It's a very high fidelity third person game by Nexon. And in the open beta will be from the 19th to the 25th of September of this year, obviously. Let's see. We got a launch trailer for Fort Solis. The cast of Fort Solis starring Troy Baker, Roger Clark, Julia Brown. It's it's a sci-fi narrative game. It kind of speaks for itself. Go check out the trailer. It did look cool. I can't really speak much to it. I'm honestly, my brain's fried, but I did enjoy the trailer. All right. Okay. Big one. So Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, they announced they had an extended trailer that pretty much shows you a lot of stuff on the game. Dear God, if you've played the first versions of Cyberpunk, this one's going to blow your socks off, to be honest. I'm so deeply excited for this game, for this DLC. They showed the new skill tree. They showed new weapons. They showed just a lot of new factions in the game. God, this is a lot, honestly. And obviously, they also showed more Idris Elba, so
Yeah. Because everyone loves Idris Elba. If you haven't watched it on Apple TV Plus, check out Hijack.
Yeah, he's very aware of the effect he has on women.
I think he's known that since Daddy's Little Girls, and that was almost 20 years ago.
Ain't nobody care about that movie.
Look, you're not going to slander like the one Tyler Perry movie I like, okay?
Why? It's not good. It's not a good movie, sir. It's not. Okay, what?
Okay, whatever. You got any more Gamescom stuff? Because you just been...
Yeah, there's more. Okay, there's a launch trailer for Armored Core 6, Rise of Rubicon, which that game got a bunch of reviews recently, reviews and previews and stuff like that. It looks great. If you want to, honestly, the mission designs look fun and interesting. The customization looks fun. It kind of lost my attention when it's very evident that From Software did not do any input. They didn't do any heavy lifting in the narrative space. It's like you don't play that game for its narrative. You play it for its customization and its mission design, and that's it. I've never been a big...
I might have played one of them, and I don't remember the fucking plot of that damn game.
Right.
It's like no one plays Armored Core for the plot.
Well, I thought they would have changed it this time, but obviously not. So, anyways, if you want to customize mechs and blow stuff up, this game is the chef's kiss of that thing. So, yes.
I gotta find another thing to say, man.
No. Warhaven, this new trailer for the Nexon game. It's a medieval action game, and there's a new trailer for it. Go check it out. I think did I talk about the fact that I was in the beta for this game, actually? I was in the open beta.
You might have. I cannot remember.
Well, I did, and it was okay. I don't know if it's for me, but if you like that sort of thing, the game does what it does well from what I saw. So it's up to Nexon to keep it rolling, but they do have a bit of a reputation for not keeping it going. So let's see if they can support the game correctly at the launch. Okay, Mortal Kombat 1. I've said it once. I said it again. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. NetherRealm is in their bag. So, Ed Boon came out and basically debuted a new gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. The trailer gave us a closer look at the story mode and reintroduced the series villains Shao Kahn and Sindel as playable characters. In this particular timeline, Sindel does not look like a villain. She looks like a benevolent ruler, and she seems to have a really good relationship with her two twin daughters, Melina and Katana. I'm like, yo, I want so bad to get this storyline. I'm really chomping at the bit for this game. Okay, Shao Kahn, it's like they redesigned him so well. He I've never seen him so visibly. I don't know. I'm just loving his whole design. It's awesome. I've loved everything they've done with him in the modern era. So he doesn't have a hammer anymore. If you haven't noticed, if you haven't seen the trailer, he has a huge battle axe. His gameplay style is aggressive and surprisingly fast. His rush down is just aggressive. Looks so good. And obviously they reintroduced Raiden, and then they also introduced the Centaur Montaro as a cameo and the Elder Shujinko, so those are two cameos you can play in the game. I'm excited, because we haven't seen Shujinko in quite a while, so that's cool. Let's see. And
what game? Okay. What was the last game he was in?
Probably Armageddon. Yeah. Big thing. So Anthony Starr and J.K. Simmons and John Cena are reprising their roles.
I thought that thing said Anthony Starr wasn't confirmed.
No, I think they are confirmed. Everyone did say that they confirmed it. Let me double check that too. Let me check that. Okay, no, I'm sorry. John Cena and J.K. Simmons will be voicing it. Anthony Starr, he did not mention Anthony Starr. So, but J.K. Simmons and John Cena are big. So I hope we can get Anthony Starr, but and
I'm sick and tired of people fucking up his name. It's Anthony. There's no H. Whoever wrote that tweet don't know how to spell people's names. It's Anthony, like my nephew.
Okay? Yeah, you're right.
Why would you think I was just talking on my ass I'm not?
Right. But why did
you watch 3 seasons of The Boys and never paid attention to the credits?
No, why would I pay attention to the credits? The credits on the show. They're not why I watch the show.
Why did his fingers? Are you looking up the Latin root for Anthony? Bro, no, focus. No, get back on Gamescom. No. We're 48 minutes in. No, go.
Oh, so Anthony is actually a long. Yeah, I obviously heard people call Anthony. Actually, now I think about it, Anthony might be a bullshit name.
Okay, look, this is not Mean Girls. Stop it. Okay, we already made one of Mean Girls reference this month.
No, we got. First off, Mean Girls is a pop culture gift. That movie is so quotable. Okay, I will stand that movie all day long. All right, I do yearly watches of that movie. It's dope. Okay, where are we?
You watching it on October 3rd as well?
Yes. All right, you gotta wear the pink shirt. Okay, what was I gonna do? Okay. Oh yeah. So they announced the next season for Diablo 4. It comes out October 17th on my wife's birthday, and it involves
telling everybody your wife's birthday.
Yeah. What?
No.
All right.
I said, why are you telling everybody your wife's birthday? You act like they gonna send you money or something for your wife.
No, you're the weirdo who doesn't want to tell anybody about themselves. You're just so guarded.
That is a lie. That is a lie. I've tried to be personal on this podcast. You was the one who was in their damn shell. All of a sudden, you put a ring on it, and you telling everybody your wife's birthday and shit.
She's a lovely woman.
Go back and listen to like the first couple hundred episodes of this podcast. Oh, how was your day? I don't want to talk about it. Let's get into it.
No one wants to hear about our day, man. I said a quick little snippet, and I was moving on.
So you think people want to hear about your wife?
3 words. 3 words. That's what I said. All right? On my wife's birthday. That's like 5. But the point is, all right? I kept it rolling. It's not a full conversation about our day. That's a full conversation nobody wants to hear. All right? A quick little snippet. Oh, yeah, that's on my wife's birthday. Moving on. I was already going. You slowed us down. I was about to get on to the fact that the season was about vampires and how you get vampire skills in your character, and the whole theme of the season was vampires. You didn't let me get to that because we stuck on my wife's birthday because you brought it up. Okay? It would have been over with. All right? You slowed us down, sir. You did that. Bitch ass. All right. What was I doing? Okay. Yeah, there was a reveal trailer for a rather intriguing game. It's basically a contemporary road trip narrative action game called Dustborn. Looks dope. I love the aesthetic. I mean, It's developed by Red Thread Games, which did Dreamfall Trap. I mean, it's being published by Quantic Dream. I don't know that much about it, but I love everything so far. I love everything that I've seen so far.
Okay.
We already talked about, and then that's pretty much all the announcements that I've seen. There's obviously a couple that slipped through the cracks, but that's for the most of I've seen right there. So Gamescom was pretty lit this year. A lot of great announcements. I cannot wait for a lot of these releases.
A few small things that also came out of Gamescom. We got the trailer for Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder.
I said that.
There's an egg. I thought you said
the game. We're talking about the game, and then
there's a game.
Yeah, they announced the game.
I thought you said Fallout. Okay, well then they also announced the Fallout series that's supposed to be coming out next year on Prime.
Yeah,
and Zack Snyder also said that he plays Fortnite as Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah, I heard that. Why do we need to know that though?
I mean, he said it, so let people know.
I guess I don't know why you said that, Zach. That was weird. No one cares.
Hey man, I like Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah, the episode was funny, but
that's my favorite episode of Rick and Morty.
I don't see why we need to know that from him though. But okay, is this
he was asked a question?
Oh, all right. If you ask a question, I guess it's fine.
It's not like he got on stage and said, "I play Fortnite as Mr. Meeseeks. Thank you. Good night." No. They asked him what games he played. He said him and his son tried to get into Fortnite. His son wasn't feeling it, so he just does what's it called? He doesn't build. What's the other mode called? Where you just come around killing people. The PUBG ripoff. But yeah, so he just does Battle Royale as Mr. Meeseeks. But yeah. All right. So you're done with Gamescom news, right?
Yes, we can move on to that story. Go, you got the.
All right.
Got the floor.
Quick little blurb, because Samir doesn't read the chat that we send our news in. We actually got a season 7 premiere date for Rick and Morty. Because I posted this maybe 9 hours ago. And the release date is October 15th. I love the poster. I might actually have to get this printed out and blown up. It is a play on the Bad Boys poster.
Yes.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that. So here's another piece of Gamescom news Samir forgot. The Project Q from PlayStation has an official name now. It's called the PlayStation Portal. So, like we said, when it was first displayed a few months ago, it allows you to stream your games on PlayStation. You will need a consistent Wi-Fi connection, and it's going to cost $200, and it will be coming out later this year. I saw that. I'm like, see this? I mean, the only good thing about this versus playing on your phone is you have a bigger screen.
Yeah, and a better processor. Also, you're not killing your data plan. Also,
Samir, who still has data plans nowadays? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, if you're on data because you're using your phone's internet, all right. Well, you're gonna kill your data if you're streaming games to it. You maybe not near Wi-Fi.
Unlimited data.
Yeah, but you get throttled. So you have unlimited data, but they throttle you at the certain point.
Is that even still a thing? Because I stopped.
Yeah, it's still a thing. No, you just don't notice it. They throttle you. If you're a heavy user, they will say, "Hey, you hit this much in your month," and then you get throttled.
No, I don't get those messages anymore. That's why
you use enough data. That's why.
Bro, I do nothing but download and stream music and podcasts.
Yeah, but the apps you use them on Spotify, YouTube, what have you, they're designed to work in a mobile space. They're not going to use that much data if you overuse them. Is what I'm saying.
And I also use my hotspot on my tablet. I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of people are mad at this thing because it doesn't have a headphone jack.
That's the one thing I would call them out on.
Oh wait, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. You can't use your regular Bluetooth headphones. You have to either get the Sony Pulse headphones or the wireless Sony earbuds.
Yes.
So it's proprietary locked.
I mean,
unlike Apple stuff where you can actually buy a pair of AirPods and use them with any.
And don't even put Apple in this conversation. They are the most notorious offenders of this crime. As proprietary in their shite all over the place.
Samir, you have a pair of Beats that are owned by Apple and you use them on your phone.
Yeah. Okay. Buy a $2,000 MacBook.
Yeah.
Try to use a USB port, USB flash drive in it. Try to use one.
Everyone's going to USB-C. What are you talking about?
There's still quite a few USB A and B devices. Why can't you use it on a MacBook? Oh, wait,
what are
here.
you talking about?
Buy this lightning adapter for $70.
Or you can get this one. Well, not this one, but I have one similar like this at Best Buy for $25.
How fast is that thing? It better slow as hell.
No, this one is a USB 3.0. I have a USB-C for my MacBook. Now
yeah, how fast is that?
It's fast. I've moved like 100 gigs off of a flash drive that I'm using for my Blink camera to an external hard drive. It was done in like 10 minutes.
Right. Also, let's not talk about the charging incident with the charge port on the iPhone. They didn't want to get rid of the Lightning, and they had to switch to USB-C.
Okay, so one of the reasons they don't want to get I don't have them in here, but they're gonna have to change everything over to USB-C, which they're eventually going to do. They're probably going to do it this year. They never said, "Hey, we're not doing
what
it."
They did. That's what they did. They now proprietary lock the USB-C, so you can't use every USB-C cable. You have to use their USB-C cable.
Okay, so now I'm calling cap on that. No, I'm
that's
calling
true.
cap on
that's
that.
True. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. It's true. You have to use their USB-C cable. You can't use any USB-C cable that you find. It has to be their USB-C cable.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look that up. But the reason why I said that
you go on.
You cutting me off while I'm trying to. Yeah.
Go on.
So I have a iPad Pro and a MacBook Pro. Both are powered by USB-C. I don't use the USB-C cable that came with my iPad. It's still in the box, actually, and I've been using a cord I got at Five Below for like the past year. And I bought a 10-foot USB-C cable from GameStop that I've been using to charge my laptop.
Which version of iPhones is this?
I didn't say phone. I said iPad Pro and MacBook Pro.
Okay, we're talking about the iPhone.
Okay, the phone isn't out yet. That's supposed to be USB-C.
Yeah, but and guess what? They locked
Samir?
it. Yeah.
Samir? I will test that theory. You know why? Because I'm buying the new phone.
All right, well, go ahead.
All right. And when I do get a different cable, I'm going to do a video and everything. Okay?
Go ahead.
All right.
All right.
All right. What story you got, man?
It's my turn. Yeah, I just did like a whole slew of things.
I literally brought up Rick and Morty and we talked about the PlayStation Portal.
Okay, so breaking news. The next arc for Demon Slayer, the Infinity Fortress arc, will reportedly be adapted into a trilogy movie. I'm like, what?
I don't like how you saying breaking news when you posted this in the chat 3 days ago. So by the time they hear this, it ain't gonna be breaking news.
I don't like how your face look, nigga. All right, it's lopsided. There you go. All right, I said that. We were all thinking it. Okay. Anyways, okay. Yeah. So this arc will, from what I understand, let me see. Is this the arc where Gio and Tanjiro take on Akaza, or is that the next one?
Saying a bunch of things I don't know.
Yeah, because you're not cool,
bro. I don't even know where I can watch Demon Slayer.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you about that. For some reason, your password isn't working.
I gave you my. All right, I'll look at it again. But my account, I just used the damn account. I swear,
bro. I literally copied and pasted it, and it was like, "Oh, try again." And I tried it, and I was like, "You know, fuck it, I quit." I just watched the rest of My Hero Academia on Hulu.
Oh, and using Hulu. I mean, Hulu got some anime watches on there. That's fine.
Like you didn't watch freaking whatchamacallit. Oh wait, no, you probably didn't watch it on there.
Most of my anime watching comes from. No, I got that from Crunchyroll, actually.
Yeah, and I watched it on Hulu. Well, the first episode when we were
actually, I'm not going to trip. Hulu has a lot of good content. I don't go there for anime, but it has a lot of good content.
You out here, oh stupid ass Hulu. You know, Hulu got some good content. You know what's really cool? Hulu
is good.
I said cool.
Where were we? Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know exactly because I'm a little I'm not remembering exactly which arc was what, but I think I want to say this arc is where Gio and Tanjiro take on Akaza, but I could be wrong.
Okay, well, y'all keep a lookout for that.
But we are getting a trilogy. Yeah, a trilogy, and it's when is it coming out?
It didn't say.
Yeah, it hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but that's what they're planning to do with that next arc.
And even then, this might not even be real because you posted this from a fan account that's not even a verified source. They had to add the little amendum when stuff might not be real news. So it said there is no official confirmation that the next arc in Demon Slayer will be a movie trilogy. The only confirmation comes from a quote unquote leak account, which shouldn't be taken as fact until official sources confirm.
Right, but that leak account is known to have released substantial. They have credibility. That leak account is known for that. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's not even a verified account, but okay. So we'll let y'all know if it actually happens or not.
Yeah.
But movies, Samir, you like movies, right? Everyone loves movies.
Not everyone.
So who doesn't like movies?
I don't know. I mean, some niggas don't like steampunk for some reason. It's weird out there.
Okay, there's a difference between liking steampunk and just not liking movies, Samir. So Warner Brothers has decided to follow in Sony's footsteps and pushed a few things back. So, Dune Part 2. That will not be coming out this year. That will not be coming out March 15th of next year due to the strike. But it looks like Willy Wonka is still staying at the December 15th window. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is still sticking at December 20th. The Color Purple is
Do we still care about this movie?
I mean, if this is Jason Momoa's last movie, don't you want to see how he goes out?
No.
And
it's the DCEU.
The Color Purple. Yeah. And the Color Purple will still be coming out on Christmas. Godzilla vs. Kong, The New Empire, is now moving to April 12th. Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim, has been pushed back to December 13th of next year. And so far, it still looks like the reboot of The Karate Kid is going to be in the same spot.
I totally forgot about that reboot. What's the deal with that reboot?
We don't know. Also, the Zendaya movie Challengers was also pushed back.
Yeah, that sucked. I want to see that.
Yeah. It looks like the Marvels is still sticking to its date.
Good.
Of November. But I don't remember what it was.
But I really want to see that movie.
Yeah. The Hunger Games movie, The Battle of the Songbirds and Snakes, is still on November 17th. And it looks like Dumb Money, which is the movie based off of, the GameStop stock.
Is there enough? It was I don't know, but was there? Is there enough?
Stock hike?
Is there enough? Spike? I don't know. Is there enough?
Spike, yes, that will be coming out.
Is there enough to talk about a movie with that incident?
I mean, I don't want to review it, so I don't know why you bring it up. I'm not reviewing that. It's like we lived it. That's like if when we were young and dumb, we reviewed World Trade Center. We saw it on the news for like 3 whole days.
Yeah, but there was a lot of information around that time, and not all of it was factual. And to have it all in one place and discussed with a knowledgeable perspective, that could be something you want to see if you were interested in that event. I could see the merit in watching that. I don't know if we need to see. Okay, so here's the thing, because that event also illuminated how slanted the stock market is in the favor of the 1%. And when
but we're not a finance podcast,
right? I know, but
because it's GameStop.
No, that's not it. Well, that's not why you would watch that. You would watch that because of the relevance of it in the financial space and the systemic.
No, that I get. I was just talking about us as a podcast, dude.
Oh no, we're not going to watch that. No, of course not. But yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, because Wall Street got really upset that people started manipulating the stock market. And I'm like, well, y'all do it all the time. So what the frick? So no, F you guys.
It's like, yeah. I saw Black Monday. Shout out to Don Cheadle, Regina Hall, and Andrew Reynolds. Very good show on Showtime. If you haven't watched it, I wish it didn't get canceled, but hey, these things happen.
Then there's no point in watching it if it got canceled.
It's a sitcom, Samir. Damn. It takes place in the 80s. Don Cheadle had a Lamborghini Limbo.
No, but did it finish?
I can't remember, honestly.
If it ended on a cliffhanger, don't even suggest it. The cliffhangers are worse.
Sitcoms
it don't matter.
On cliffhangers.
It can.
What sitcom ended on a cliffhanger?
Sometimes they don't feel like they ended. All right, if they don't end well, it's just it gets cut off. No,
I'm still waiting for an example, dude.
All right, for instance, before they got picked up, because I don't watch that many sitcoms, but before they got picked up for another,
bring it up one day at a time.
One day at a time. I was not done with that show. Nobody was done with that show. When they found out that everyone got canceled, everyone was pissed. So again, don't even watch it if you don't feel like it's done. The characters still had arcs to go. Like, for instance, there's a difference between a sitcom running for several years and only running for 3 years. All right, the characters still have the room to grow. They still have these little shortcomings that they haven't overcome yet. And for a season to end without them growing to their end point isn't the same thing. Okay, now Fresh Prince, when it ended. We were done. Friends, ended. Living Single, ended. Martin, ended. Step by Step, ended. In fact, Step by Step overstayed its welcome. All right. So what I'm saying is, it's like the characters were at their final point.
Or did it get canceled?
Living Single ended, sir.
Okay.
Now they fired that one guy, but you know.
I don't remember how a lot of these sitcoms ended. If it didn't end in the 2000s, I honestly don't remember how it ended.
No, I remember a lot of these.
Family It Matters ended. Don't know how Full House ended. I almost said Full Matters.
They sold the house. Full House. They moved out.
So they pulled the Fresh Prince. They sold the house and left.
Oh, I think. Okay, maybe I'm tripping out. Hang on. I know that. I think they did. Something happened with the house. I think this, but the show ended. Like everyone was moved out. Like everyone was either paired off, had successful careers, and they were all moving up and going out and spreading out. That's what happens with families. People grow up and they move out. If that's not the thing that's happening in your end of your season, your show's not done. Bottom line. Okay, so I don't care what you say about sitcoms. No, they do, and they're definitely cliffhangers in sitcoms. Don't give me that trash.
Okay, so you ready? All right, so I looked up the series finale of Full House. So it's titled "Michelle Rides Again," Part 1 and 2. Michelle enters a horse riding competition and becomes friends with.
That was the end of the series.
But when Danny and Elizabeth's mother put too much pressure on each of their children to win, Michelle and Elizabeth go off riding for fun instead of going through with the competition. When Michelle attempts to get her horse to jump over a log, the horse panics and Michelle is thrown off, hitting her head and being knocked unconscious. Meanwhile, Kimmy tries to find DJ a date to the senior prom.
Nah, bro.
Say it, Samir.
Pause.
Say it. You know you want to say it.
That is not the end of that series. That is not the end of the series.
No, that's part 1.
No, but that's not the end of the series. Is that the end of the series? That's the series finale.
Hang on. That's the series finale.
I'm looking at it up.
191 and 92 aired May 23rd, 1995.
Damn.
Stephanie also tries to rehearse a play, and Jesse and Joey consider adding to their already busy agenda. All right, part 2 of this. Michelle gets amnesia after suffering a concussion from a fall and cannot remember who she is or who her family is.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so at the end of that whole debacle with the memory thing, it did wrap up. Okay, it did wrap up. Because again, by that point, everyone was freaking grown at that point. It's like everyone was moving on. And Michelle pretended to hold her memory, pretended to not get her memory back because she wanted everything to stay the same. She wasn't ready to move on. And at the end, she learned her lesson. So that's how the show ended. Michelle learned to let go. She was still young, and she accepted that her family was still going to be there for her. So yes, that show still ended. Okay? That's a weird way to end it, but it ended. Okay? Stupid sitcoms. But yes. So that furthers my point.
I just thought of a sitcom that ended on a cliffhanger.
Dinosaurs?
Well, it didn't end. It got canceled. No. Do you not recall the ending of Dinosaurs?
Yeah. It was terrible. It was depressing. But go on.
It was the Ice Age.
Yeah. They're going to die. But go on. What was your thing you talking about?
Moesha.
Yeah, well, it got canceled. She had a nervous breakdown and everything, and and again, it ended on a oh my god, that cliffhanger. So yes, the point is, we went off on a tangent. What were we talking about again?
I don't even fucking remember. Hold on, wait, did I write it? Did I write the notes? I was talking about movie news. Yeah, this all started from movie news. Okay, fuck it. You got any more stories? This all started from movie news and how I brought up this was all because of the GameStop stuff, and you brought up Wall Street, so I brought up Black Monday.
Right, and then that. Oh my god. Okay, that was
all right. Railing it in.
All right. Okay, what do we do? Ahsoka or Blue Beetle?
I feel like I'm going to talk about Blue Beetle more than Ahsoka.
I think we can talk about them equally. Because quite frankly, I'm just.
We also got Doctor Who. Let's get them last 3 episodes of Eccleston out of here.
Oh my god! I already gave my whole critique. In the first 3 episodes, I gave my whole issue with Eccleston as a whole, and as a whole, and I'm like, it just furthered on. It just kind of kept going the whole time. It's like the whole bad wolf thing was like, all right, I get it. Okay, great, he's here.
Man, you didn't like the bad wolf?
No, I'm like, I guess.
Or you didn't like the Boomtown episode where they found out that the Slathine was still alive?
Yeah, and then she turned herself to an egg. I'm like, I guess, whatever, sure.
And then you find out that there's a time rift in the middle of Cardiff.
Yeah.
So funny thing is, if you ever decide to watch Torchwood, it's a good thing you watch this season because honestly, they never go back. It's like once Russell T Davies left the show. And him and Tennant left, the TARDIS has never went back to Cardiff to refuel.
Does he need to refuel anymore?
Tennant refueled that damn thing at least twice.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But Jack puts his division of Torchwood at that big reflecting like waterfall that's right there in Cardiff because he always knows the Doctor's going to go there. Because as you saw in the end of Eccleston's run, Jack said, the Doctor said, "Fuck you, Jack. I'm leaving you here."
He didn't say that.
He basically. Well, you got to watch the thing I sent you on YouTube because, like I said, if you go into the Christmas special and you didn't watch that, you're going to be a little confused. But no, like if you watch that little short, it's 5 minutes. He's like, "Nah, Jack's got things to do. He's got to rebuild the Earth or something like that." But he left them in the future.
Yes, he did.
But yeah,
it wasn't because he didn't give a no. It's like Jack can handle himself, and he got other things to do. Like I get it. Now I'm mad about Linda. Like why he kept Linda dead? I
mean, the Doctor didn't bring anybody back. That's all on Rose.
Yeah, Rose like after this chick, she was on my territory. Rose, she was sniffing around the Doctor. She was like, "Yo, get your hands off the Doctor." She was giving that girl eyes, and then suspiciously, the girl ain't getting resurrected.
What are you talking about? The people on ground zero on floor 0?
No, she can't resurrect all
that
people.
One black bruh, she was basically a god.
Yeah, but she only resurrected 2 people, and she erased a bunch of Daleks.
No, she resurrected 1 person.
No, Jack and
she only brought back Jack.
She brought back Jack.
The Doctor wasn't dead.
Yeah, he wasn't dead. No, so she only brought back Jack. You're right. I forgot. She didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one guy who was like, "I won. Ain't no Daleks. Where's my money?" He needed to go.
I'm like,
let a brother win some money. Where's my money?
He did win. He could have got his money. Like, what the frick?
No, I'm rich. You can't kill me. What? But yeah, man. Like I said, bro, I actually forgot a lot of this stuff. Like, I forgot how Rose became the bad wolf and everything. I forgot that she looked into the heart of the TARDIS. So this was a good refresher for me. But yeah. All right. So I guess
and now Tennant's here. All right. So now,
yes.
Here's the time. Now here is the point where Doctor Who has to show me his stuff. All right. Because apparently Tennant's the creme de la creme of the series. So hopefully the show is exciting and fun right now because it was kind of a slog to get through Eccleston's run. It's my whole gripe with starting Doctor Who.
Yeah, and you also found out more about the Time War, and you're going to get a little bit more.
I have to. Hopefully, that knowledge is useful because I didn't have fun learning that stuff.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a lot more of it in Russell T Davies' run. Like I said, we only just have to get up to the end of Tenet, and after that, if you don't want to keep watching it, you're cool. Because, like I said, 60th anniversary, you got to know everything about Donna Noble and whatnot. All right, so let's talk about Ahsoka.
Well, it's amazing. Spoiler alert.
I fell asleep during the first episode. Well, let me rephrase that.
You were tired?
Yes, I was tired.
Okay.
I stopped it because it started to get slow towards the middle of the episode. I took an hour nap. Bro,
it wasn't.
After we saw Sabine, I took a nap.
So listen, what you're implying is that the show put you to sleep, not your exhaustion from your whole day at work and other things. Was it your exhaustion or the show?
I usually don't take a nap after work. And I wasn't really that tired.
So the show, you're saying the show's boring. Just come out and say it.
No, the first episode was boring. The second episode was better.
I beg to differ. I think the whole show pretty much had great pacing, in my opinion. I mean, I'm excited to see all these characters. You see Hera.
Okay, and that's why you like the show. I have no connection to these characters outside of Ahsoka because
I learned the connection.
Some of the Clone Wars, bro. I ain't going back to watch Rebels. I ain't got time to do a deep dive, bro.
They do a deep dive on freaking
on what? On what?
On YouTube. Just go watch it.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't got time to watch a breakdown.
It don't need to be that. It don't need to be that long.
How many seasons was Rebels? Because I know pretty much all of it. Thrawn was their enemy for 5 seasons. Ahsoka fought Vader. The Purgles took Thrawn and Ezra to another dimension. And now Ahsoka found the map and since
also that's where Darth Maul met his end at the hands of Obi-Wan finally. It was in Rebels.
Yes, that's right. And since Sabine didn't want to listen, the map got stolen, she got stabbed, and this might be the reason why Ahsoka dropped your ass as a Padawan, because you don't want to listen.
Excuse me.
With your non-force sensitive ass.
So actually, I want to talk about that. So there seems to be Sabine wasn't initially force sensitive. She had saber training in Rebels, not force sensitive, not any mastery of the Force. Now, has that changed? Now, everything has a connection to the living force. Every living being has a connection to the living force. Whether or not you have an aptitude for channeling it is another story. Does she have
so what you're trying to say is, has she gained a high midichlorian count?
Yeah, basically. Does she have enough to because again, midichlorians make up all for life. Whether or not you have a high enough level of it to control the force is another story. So, does she have it? And mind you, the robot said that he's seen a lot of Padawans in his long life.
You gonna put some respect on the doctor like that ain't David Tennant.
Okay.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, so yeah, Hugh Wang said that I've seen a lot of Padawans, and you are the lamest one. I'm paraphrasing, but the fact that he said that she still has some force mastery is still something. Like, so I'm curious to see where this goes. Like, does Sabine have any force mastery?
I don't think so.
There are Mandalorian Jedi. There has been.
I was just about to ask that. There has been the first wielder of the Darksaber, whose name is lost on me at the moment.
That's the one. But the issue is the reason why.
So just one.
The reason why the reason why Mandalorians aren't often Jedi is because of their doctrines don't intersect. That's what it is. It's not the fact that because not even beef, because their society is so close knit. You can't come in and snatch one of their youth and indoctrinate them. They're not going to let you do that. The society isn't given to that sort of society. And the Jedi Order, up to a certain point, was only taking small children so they could indoctrinate them. They weren't snatching up adult people to get them force training.
Bro, we already talked about all the Mandalorians being different types of cults. We did this with what season?
Right, 2? But that's what we're talking about.
You niggas crazy. You niggas don't take off y'all helmets for nothing.
Right. So anyway,
this is the way. No, this is the way. What way is the way? Which way is the way?
So Sabine being a Mandalorian, she could very well have some Force aptitude. We just don't know how much, and I'm excited to see what it is. But all I saw was her swing around like a lightsaber, and I didn't see her do anything.
Okay,
else. So can we talk about the choreography in this is lit, so hot. They in a bag right. Dave Filoni, he's in his bag. God, he's so good. Can you talk? You want to talk about the? Can you talk about the dogfight? The dogfight?
Yeah, that was a little rusty.
What?
In the first fight, it just didn't seem like it was fast enough. I mean, I'm sorry, not the dogfight. The fight with the robots after she got the map in episode 1.
What was your problem with that fight? It was fine.
I don't know. Maybe that cloak is weighing Rosario Dawson down. It just seemed like it was a little slow for a, lightsaber fight. And who do you think is behind that mask? Because I'm thinking it's possibly people are saying Ezra, and someone's like, "Yo,
Ezra.
Do you think? Ezra. Do you?" And people are like, "Yo, do you think that's a Star Killer clone?" Because if you look at the credits, Sam Witwer is credited as a voice.
Okay, it might be a voice. I mean, it could be a Star Killer clone. Honestly, I think that character is garbage. And sure, let's make him a clone and kill him off.
Oh God! What man? Leave Star Killer alone. He brought down a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so is he the only Force user in the history of the franchise to bring down a Star Destroyer from orbit? That's dumb. From orbit.
It wasn't.
Think about orbit. That. It was a Star. It was. He dragged it down from orbit. Even then, the amount of thrusters a Star Destroyer has, the megatons of force that he fought against, then pulled down. That I'm like, there are instances of high level force usage, but that's a little over the top, and I think it's a little dumb that character gets to do it and no other character in the history of the series done it. I've seen them hold shuttles, speeder bikes, but not a whole Star Destroyer. Really?
Why can't you just let that man be great?
No, he's not great. He's garbage. He has no personality. If that was the only problem he did, I'm like, fine. If he was an actual good character, no, he has zero personality. They gave that man zero personality. All right,
maybe I don't get it. He has more personality in the books, and it just didn't translate into the game.
To the game, then the game's trashed in. Say it with me, name Bernard. The game is trashed in, right?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you refuse. I know, freaking fanboy.
Because I like Starkiller.
He's garbage.
Okay. All right, continue.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. So you think the fighting scene was too slow. What about your opinion of the dock scene?
The dock scene was better.
Okay. Also, my girl Ahsoka was cold. You saw that? She just moved to the. She didn't even dance to the side. No, she just moved her shoulder and she just saw it coming. It was so cool.
How you gonna ask me a question and cut me off as soon as I start to speak, bro? What the fuck?
Your point? Go on. What were we gonna say?
The New Republic sucks.
The New Republic. What about it?
You need to answer that.
It's of course it's messy. They're in their rest. So any society is in a restoration period. It's gonna be messy. There's gonna be weird bookkeeping. I mean, what do you want from them exactly? Yeah, there's going to be some balls dropped. Your point?
I mean, do a complete audit, but
they're stretched thin. They don't have enough personnel. They had to So look, to have enough personnel to run everything effectively, so people don't lose their lives and they can get on to restoring planets hit by the Empire. They had to then pull in information, technology, and personnel from the Empire. Okay. That comes with some risks. I'm not saying the Empire, the Republic is perfect. No, we're not saying that. It's messy. I'm saying, what is your alternative? What would they have done better, sir? Because again, they don't have the manpower. How do you fix that, Bernard? Clones?
Maybe. Hey, man, you know I like a good clone. Shout out to Ben Riley and all the clones on Orphan Black.
Yeah, okay, Orphan Black, great. Ben Riley sucks.
Kane.
Also, Boba Fett is a clone that grew at the same rate as a human, so he wouldn't be helpful if you started a clone army to clone personnel. They were accelerated, to get to the front line quicker.
Okay,
But Boba, no, that's not a good idea. First off, it's not ethical. All right. Secondly,
it's a galaxy far, far away. Who cares about ethics?
No, they outlawed cloning after the Empire for that exact reason, because it's not ethical. Like they talked about that in the Mandalorian, actually.
Yeah, because of Order 66.
Yeah,
that's why ethical. It wasn't the ethics. It was because Palpatine had a whole army that turned the whole empire into
also, but the issue is it wasn't so much the damage that they did; it was also the damage done to the clones themselves. They were living people, and they didn't have any control of their bodies. They were conscious in their states. They saw the things they did and couldn't stop themselves. That sucks. You have this person you respect that you had their back for years, and you had to shoot them down. That is awful. That's a hell in and of itself. It's unethical. No, the Republic's not going to do it.
Yeah. All right.
We'll get on subject.
To chime in on Ahsoka.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go way back. Speaking of the Bechdel test about this series, I'm loving how female led it is. For obvious choice, it's just great characters.
I mean, it's you, obviously, Samir. I mean, they only had 3 male characters in all of Rebels. One's dead,
what are we gonna do about Ray?
A different galaxy, and where the fuck is Zeb?
What are we gonna do about Ray Stevenson? They are gonna do about Ray Stevenson?
I mean, he might die in this series. If not,
right? But how they weren't planning? They weren't. Well, they're gonna have to, because they weren't planning to cast the role again. I'm pretty sure his character is alive at the end of this season, right?
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
I'm not a time traveler. Yeah, it's not like I came back from the future and said, "Hey, man, Ray Stevenson is still alive."
Right. So we don't know, but it's like, how did he die again?
I think he had a heart attack. Okay, well then no cause of death has been revealed.
I feel like they revealed his cause of death.
I don't think they did. If they're saying no, what you think they just revealed it, then just said nope? You sure you're not having a Mandela effect right now?
He was rushed from the set. Like, what set was he on?
Huh?
He was rushed from the set. Was he on Ahsoka?
No, Ahsoka's been done, dude. It was probably a movie. Yeah, 1242 Gateway to Heaven.
Yeah, so
Gateway to the West.
Right. So if his character wasn't done, like, okay. I'm worried about how the series is going to go.
I mean,
they're going to have to recast him. They're going to have to recast him, I guess. Yeah, and you know how people are with that.
Done filming by the time
the whole series though. Are we getting a second season?
He died a few months ago.
Okay, so my question is, okay, right? Had they announced that we're getting more than one season? That's the question we need to make. Because I'm gonna need something.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to go back and, like, I don't know, whenever this was announced, and listen to that episode, because they're building a whole film franchise around the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, that all leads up to the final fight with Thrawn.
Okay, then, so they need Ray Stevenson's character, dummy.
And that's why I said he might die. I don't know. And if he doesn't, then they're going to recast.
And here's the issue. If they didn't film a death scene, yeah. Okay, so anyway.
I told you the show was done filming by the time he passed.
So we will have to see, is what we pretty much ask.
That's what I've been trying to tell you for the longest, but you don't listen.
I listen intently.
I hate you, bro.
No, you don't.
You got any more to talk about Ahsoka?
The show's amazing, and I can't wait for more of this show. I'm giddy with anticipation, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving all the callbacks. This is pretty much Rebels 2. All right, Dave Filoni is in his bag. And I said it once and said it again. Go on.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, and that's the reason why a lot of people aren't feeling it, because they feel like they're trying to do too much in the live action space with Rebels. That's not really working out.
Rebels was one of the best Star Wars things to come out in recent years.
But it was also animated.
So then the normies they need to go watch Rebels then, basically. If you have a problem with animation, I think that's a red flag.
I'm not talking to Samir.
Yes.
I'm talking about the transition from animation to live action that people are having a problem with. I never said people had a problem with Rebels.
What's the problem with the transition?
they just feel like a lot of the pacing is just
pacing's fine.
Not there. Like Hera's not doing much. Where's her son? You know, her little ugly ass son.
Why would her son? She's a general in the Republic, flying around on starships. Why would her son, who is a small child, be with her?
Nope. That child has to be at least 15 to 18 at this point. You have to remember.
No,
this is after Jedi.
He's still a minor. He's still a minor though,
because Rebels took place
right. But Sabine was in her teens, and now she's in her 20s. That means at most an infant would have to be what, 12, 13? Let's give him 15. He's not fighting age yet.
Okay, so roughly they said about 10 to 15 years have passed since the end of
right. That puts him in adolescence.
So that means Sabine might be late 20s, early 30s.
But that means the kid
no, because I took a screenshot of that kid. He was not like a toddler.
He was 3, maybe 4.
So he should be. So he's either what, 18
15
or 19
or 15, a child, maybe.
Samir, we said 10 to 15 years, right?
Yeah.
So that puts him anywhere, but. You said he was 3. I said the finale of Rebels was 10 to 15 years ago. So he would either be somewhere between 13 and 18.
Yeah. And that could be anywhere. Quite frankly, it's very easy to explain that he's not of fighting age. Or if he is, maybe he's a non-combatant also.
He's going to show up. He's going to show up in like episode 5.
Like I said, if they do, please do something about his design. Make him either more Twi'lek or more I don't know. It's weird. Quite frankly, if they retcon him, I won't be mad. I said it once, I said it again. It's weird. Twi'leks and humans, I didn't know they can crossbreed. That was the first time it happened. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's happened before. I don't think it has.
I hear crapping on this poor little child. Like, damn, you ugly. You like,
there'd be ugly
like
babies out there.
Morgan in The Walking Dead. You look like shit.
Oh my god!
What you saying?
I'm like, it don't make no sense though. Listen, after the debacle that was Boba Fett and the lukewarm reception of The Mandalorian season 3, this show is a breath of fresh air. Anyone who got beef with it, mind you, I don't see no beef. Honestly, I had 1,000+ user reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. User reviews, it's 85%. People like it. Okay. 91% certified fresh from critics at 105 reviews. So this show's a hit critically, anyways, based on the audience and the critic side. So it just needs to get high ratings. So as long as the streams are coming through, then we're fine. Okay, we'll get more. It'll prove that the show is worth having around. I don't know when these people. I mean, granted, the internet is a vacuum, so maybe a vocal minority is talking about it. That's true too.
Did you just say the internet is a vacuum?
The internet is a vacuum, sir. It is a goddamn echo chamber.
I don't know about the internet being a vacuum. I would say
it's not. It's not a place where your ideas are often just bounced off itself and back into you, and it's just filled with confirmation bias frequently. You don't get that. You don't understand that concept.
No, that's very weird to me. But anyway,
so pause. So you mean something?
No, I don't want to do this, Samir.
Well, we gotta do it now because you said something absurd. Do you not understand what confirmation bias is, Bernard? Do you not understand what that is, Bernard? Do you not understand what confirmation? Yeah. So do you not understand that confirmation bias is rampant on the internet? So you not understand how it pertains to the conversation we're having about Ahsoka being hard to follow and having poor pacing, right? Like that's not unheard of to you. Like that's not something that couldn't happen.
It's not what you said; it's how you said it.
How do I say? Well, you said
so because people agree or feel a mutual way about something, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a vacuum.
It might be. Okay, a good example. I love this example because everyone said
I didn't even want to talk about this shit.
Everyone was saying that Avatar 2 was going to flop, and that they said, "Who asked for this? Why are we making another film of this? This film has been so long." And then sure enough,
who said Avatar 2 was going to flop? I know a lot of people did.
A lot of people did.
I didn't see a single person say that.
I saw a lot. Why? Because a vocal minority. They're sometimes the loudest ones you see. And then the people that will go see it are silent. They don't say anything. And they go see the movie and it does well.
Samir, please get to the point. It's 10 o'clock. I still need to clean up my room.
The point, grown ass man, you clean anything you want. The point is, sir, sometimes the vocal minority.
I still need to make my bed and shit as well. That's what I'm meaning by cleaning.
You don't need to do anything. You're a grown ass man. What do you mean you need to make your bed? Is your mom gonna come over there and dock your allowance for not making your bed? What is this need to make your bed, sir? That's a strange thing to say. You want to make your bed because you have standards, fine, but you don't need to do it. It's a bed. I don't make my bed. No. We just want to boost you. Okay, all day. Hang on. Oh yeah, well, my wife is a lovely woman. I'm very grateful for her. So I love the show. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. I mean, I used to call that love. I mean, and Bernard, Bernard calls love booty blinded for some reason. I don't know what that means, Bernard. Can you explain it to everyone? Huh? Can you explain that to everyone? That concept?
I can't explain.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Explain it to me.
I'll put the clip of Eddie Murphy. I think he said it was something like being snow blinded, but instead of a field of snow, it's a nice piece of ass.
What movie is this?
Once again, I Spy.
Oh, okay. So a terrible movie. A dumb line from a terrible movie. Okay. Also, my wife is not just a hot piece of ass to me, by the way, sir. But I like how you devolve my love for my wife to that one thing. Good job.
I vaguely recall you saying something about your wife's ass on this damn podcast.
I have never said that. I don't know what I'm talking about. This movie got a 15% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie sucks.
Okay.
This movie's awful.
Once again, don't care about what critics say. But let's
the audience is 33%. No one in the audience didn't like this movie either. This movie isn't liked by anybody. By the way, 50,000 plus user reviews. Okay.
I don't know none of them people.
Let's go ahead and move on to Blue Beetle.
You mean the thing
that has a good approval rating? That has a good approval rating. Unlike Daddy's Little Girls.
Don't Tyler Perry just show up one day and punch you in the face.
I mean, he got to catch me. He's old lopsided ass.
He's a billionaire. He can hire people to catch you.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not doing the full rundown because we've been recording for an hour and a half and it's 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and talk about what we liked and what we didn't like. What I didn't like.
All right, go on. What you didn't like?
Nah, what were you about to say?
I was going to say that this movie was done exceedingly well, and oftentimes when the characters have a heavy tone of family, the family members tend to get in the way of what you like about the character. In this case, that wasn't the case here because you vehemently, at least I did, love the family. You love his connection to his mother. His father was great. The grandma was funny, and I liked her input into the initial climax of the thing. And George Lopez was a gem. All right, so
George Lopez is always cooking, even in the horrible Spy Kids movie.
That's true. And
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Another thing I liked about this movie that my wife deeply enjoyed was that it's deeply Latino, and how they didn't stray away. They didn't just slide in lines all awkwardly. No, this movie is through and through very Latino. The characters will blend in back and forth to Spanish, and some of the lines don't even translate. You just got to get it by context. That's how Latino this movie is, you know? So
yeah, I was actually going to say that.
I liked a lot of that, how they just, was unapologetic with it. And of course, the accuracy to you'll probably agree with me on this, the accuracy to the costume. And,
yes.
I will say that the villain, I'm not sure if I'm on the same page with the villain. I'm not sure if the villain was that good, but it was good enough.
Nah.
It was good enough.
That was one of my issues. The other issue, because this didn't actually happen until the most recent Blue Beetle comic, Blue Beetle Graduation Day. You guys should actually read that. It's pretty good. So this actually kind of feels like a sequel to Blue Beetle Graduation Day without it being a sequel, because Jaime's from El Paso, Texas. And in the comic, he moves to Palmyra City once he graduates high school because he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, as opposed to this film where he's from Palmyra City. But yeah, so I felt like they just didn't give enough time to Susan Sarandon's Victoria Court or old buddy who played Carapax / OMAC.
Right.
I mean, you literally got their backstories and like all of like a sentence in a flashback. She's doing this because she wants to prove that, she was worthy of the company instead of her brother. And I hate that because Victoria Cord is not a villain. She actually loves her brother wholeheartedly. Like, she's in the Blue Beetle Graduation Day comic that I just referenced, working alongside him in Palmyra and also helping Heidi.
So,
and why is it Susan Sarandon always plays a good villain?
I mean, she's a great actress. I'm not going to fault them for making her the villain. And the commentary on gentrification I liked as well too. I didn't touch.
Oh yeah, that was a given.
That was good.
It's like I already knew that was going to be a thing.
Yeah. So
just wait over here, Jamie.
Oh yeah. Oh yo, her low key racism. Like the guy's name wasn't even Sanchez. It was nowhere near Sanchez.
Low key? It wasn't low key.
It was okay. It was high key. The point is,
yeah. You mean Jose Francisco Morales Rivera de la Cruz?
Yeah, nowhere near Sanchez. I thought maybe his name was Santiago or something close to maybe S. It wasn't even close. She didn't give two fucks about the guy. I'm like, yo. He was like, I'm done. I'm like, yo. Oh my god. I'm like, this man was trying to get his name across the whole movie. I'm thinking it was close to. I was close to Sanchez. No, it was nowhere near. It was nuts.
I mean, that was the point of them blowing it up like that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the villain. Okay, it does have some unfortunate superhero tropes of the villain having copies of the hero's power, which needs to stop. Full stop. Like it does. So in that arc, did the OMAC actually?
Yes.
Did they use OMAC to copy his powers to come out?
No, it was just Carapax. Carapax was basically just an armored villain. There was no OMAC. So that's the thing that made me mad. It's like, did we really have to reference OMAC? Because you know what? The first thing I saw when I saw OMAC, I'm thinking, oh Lord, we're getting Brother Eye. If this movie even makes the damn budget, because Brother Eye is what activates all the OMACs. So for those of you who don't, okay, little quick segue over to Comics Corner. So Jaime first appeared in Infinite Crisis issue 3, which came out sometime in 2005. At this point, Maxwell Lord, who was an associate of the Justice League, decided to go full supervillain.
International.
And full international supervillain.
No, I mean Justice League International.
No, but he was also a liaison with the regular Justice League later on. Oh, after International. He went full on supervillain and hacked into Batman's supercomputer and took control of Batman's AI. See, this is why Bruce Wayne needs to have all his toys taken away. Because Bruce Wayne created an AI to keep track of the world. He was kind of on some Tony Stark, build a suit of armor around the world, but a little bit too.
There was a reason. There was a reason.
Yes, there was a reason. Superheroes.
We can't get into it.
But they wiped his memories of him trying to stop them from wiping Dr. Light's memories, and it's a whole rigmarole of the early 2000s that caused the Justice League to disband and everything. But so he shoots Ted Kord in the face and takes control of the OMACs, and then the OMACs basically Brother Eye, who takes control of the OMACs, and basically instead of the OMACs being like a knockoff of the Scarab that's in Blue Beetle, it's nanites. It's all in the air. So literally, you walking down the street, you're infected.
Yeah. So here's the thing: they could have done this better if they would have wrote into the script. They didn't write anything they want. They could wrote into the script that they just needed the Beetle's processing power to fuel the nanites, and the OMACs could have been their own thing. That would have been better as opposed to just copying the Beetle. Code. Yeah, the code. Yeah, it would have been better. They said we just need this power or this code to do this with the nanites, so it can.
And I still call shenanigans on that because.
It would have looked better.
Alien tech.
I don't know. I mean, okay. And so, I'm gonna quote Batman. The mark of any advanced technology is how easy it is to use. So there you go.
When the fuck did Batman say that?
He said it somewhere. I'm tripping, but I'm real. He said it somewhere. I forget where, but somebody was using a Thanagarian or Ranian ship, and they was really advanced, and someone was able to figure it out because they quoted Batman saying that because Batman says a lot of shit. Okay, but it's not. It's true. It's all right. Even if it's
We also got confirmation from the director Angel Manuel Soto that at the beginning of the film, when you see the opening credits, the Scarab came across a Green Lantern. So that green flash of light you saw before it redirected to Earth, it was a Green Lantern. But my other issue is what?
Who cares?
I mean, my other issue is what is the deal with the continuity of this thing? Okay, because so from what we know, Dan Garrett originally had the Scarab, right?
Yes.
Ted got it when he got Dan
Ted,
Garrett was the first Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Okay, they said that. Yeah.
Dan dies. Ted gets the Scarab. The Scarab doesn't work for Ted, so he becomes Blue Beetle off of Ted.
Right, makes sense.
How the fuck did the Scarab end up in Antarctica in like a giant concrete dome?
I need some
explanation in it. Yeah, I need some explanation to that.
There's a time gap there, and actually, now that I think about it, didn't the Rock of Eternity blow up in the comic and end up and it flew down to Jimmy's bedroom in the first place? How did it get up in the Rock of Eternity?
Somebody took it. That's actually in like Countdown of Infinite Crisis. It's either in that or it's in the what is it? Something Vengeance story arc where the Spectrum was going nuts.
That was a good run, by the way. That whole Spectrum.
But there is an explanation. But there is an explanation of that in the comics. So that was the other. That was
the point is, I think. Okay, so there is a gap because his disappearance and the Scarab's location are linked. So they just haven't told us yet. So I can't get mad at them for telling me something that's going to happen later. So that's fine. I give
if it happens because so far this movie's only at $50 million. According to Wikipedia, with 100, I mean it's halfway there, but come on, y'all.
It'll get there.
I'm possibly. The Flash didn't even get there.
The Flash
Shazam didn't even get there. Shazam
also sucked. Both those films sucked. But I mean, The Flash. Let's be real. It wasn't good. All right, it had good things in it. It wasn't that good.
Samir,
this is actually good. Yes,
but once again, here's the thing. These DC movies haven't been making any bank since Snyder got fired. So, like, the comic book heads aren't going, especially the ones who were in support of the
because
the Snyderverse movement.
Okay, so the bro dudes that wanted to restore the Snyderverse, who cares about them? The reason why this whole thing is tanking because there's no continuity. We don't know what's going to stay, what's not going to stay, what matters, and on top of all that, there's no good stories. It's like The Batman was a good movie and it still made money. So it wasn't connected to anything. No one cared. And it just went out and we saw a good movie. So either make a good movie or make it connect well. None of these movies connect well and half of them suck. All right? That's the bottom line.
All right. So this is what I mean. So, all right. What was the last movie? Okay. So Aquaman, we know made bank. Shazam.
Oh, you got $1 billion. Yeah. The first Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam. Okay. Yeah, it made $300 million. Birds of Prey. That made
surprisingly
205. Yeah, that profited. Wonder Woman obviously did not profit. It was a pandemic.
The first one did. Oh, you mean the second one? Oh yeah, no. Well, okay. So pause. 84 wasn't a good movie, so that's why they. But in addition to being a pandemic movie,
but that's where I'm going. I'm seeing literally everything after Justice League. So we're skipping Zack Snyder's Justice League because that went straight to streaming. The Suicide Squad came out 2021. Budget $185 million. Box office $168. Black Adam. We already know
that sucks because the Suicide Squad was a good movie. It was amazing.
Yeah. Black Adam 90 to 100, 190 to 260 million, 393 million. All right. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, $125 million budget. Box office 133.3. The Flash. Here we go. $200 to $220 million budget, 268.5 in the box office.
So funny.
That's what I'm talking about.
It has the same budget as Endgame. It didn't make any much money. It's like crazy. All right,
exactly.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's like as much as good as the Suicide Squad was, it's tied to a bunch of continuity that we don't even know is going to stick around. That doesn't make any sense. And it's like I love the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, but where are they going to go? It's like. I mean, you have
around. What are you talking about? James Gunn already said he's working on season 2 of Peacemaker in the Waller show. So Viola Davis is coming back. So I'm pretty sure the Suicide Squad is still in continuity, and he also still said Margot Robbie is still going to be Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay. Good on you, James Gunn. See, he's making good decisions already. Maybe he can turn his boat around. the boat that's sinking. So maybe you can flip it up.
Like I said, that's what I want Jello to win. Look, I've been following this man's career since Cobra Kai. He's obviously a very charismatic actor, bro. The acting in this movie is top tier. Not just him, but like even the whole family.
Every single body was in their back. Even the villain's ill-conceived conception, the guy still chewed the scenery. The guy, Carabas, the actor who played him, he ate the scene. Everyone was on point. The only one I have to say I was weak wasn't her fault. Her character didn't have much to go with the love interest. She was the weakest one. It wasn't her fault. It was the way they wrote her character. There was not that much chemistry between the two of them. Like there was more chemistry between the family, the sister, everything else, and their pairing wasn't.
I mean, you also got to realize she's an outsider. So once you got the whole family dynamic, it's just like, do you really care?
Yeah, but they could have did it.
Jenny and Victoria Gordon Carapax.
I've seen other people. I didn't
give a shit about this guy who was missing a leg and an arm. Who do you think he is? Edward Elric?
Oh, yo. Can we talk about his secret identity or lack thereof?
I mean, I hated that at the end of the movie. It's like, bro, and that's the other, okay. I hate the fact that they decided to go, I can't even remember what it was, where the suit doesn't destroy his clothes. Kajida does not destroy his clothes. It literally just transforms over.
I'm okay
Why
with that.
make that decision? And did we really need 2 dick jokes in this movie?
If that's the only problem, if that was the only issue with the movie, I'll be okay with it. That's fine.
No,
it's cool that it burns off his clothes.
Because I'm not okay with that because I'm just thinking like, bro, he already complaining about the American dream being bullshit. He went to college, now he's in all his jet and he can't find a job. Bro, he got to replace his clothes. He burnt his favorite shoes.
Are you mad that he's having a bad time? That's the whole point, Bernard. What the heck?
Yes, because I put myself in those shoes that are burnt.
I mean, I'm sorry that you're empathizing with. So then, in that case, then it was a good decision to make him burn his clothes because now you're empathizing with him more. So okay, like what are you mad about?
Bro,
like
he came out. I mean, it was a sad situation, but he was dripped out after the funeral, all black, everything with a black. With a gold cross. Did the cross get melted? Did the cross get melted?
It's all going.
See, you see what I'm talking about?
His girlfriend's a millionaire or billionaire. Doesn't matter.
Stop it. So he's just supposed to live off his girlfriend?
Hey, it's 2023. You can be a stay-at-home husband. Go ahead. Cook the waffles. Fold the laundry. Go ahead. Swiffer the floor. Do all that, King.
CGI was good except for one part.
Okay, which one?
The flamingos when they went to Ted's house.
I didn't even notice that part. I didn't notice that part at all, honestly.
I look at movies with very high detail, so I was just like, yeah, the flamingos kind of glitching a little bit. Should have been a little bit more polished. So hopefully, whenever this hits Blu-ray or whatever, they will be. Rating.
What do you want?
We've been talking for almost 2 hours.
Yeah. What do you rate it?
I'm giving it a 10 despite the flaws in the villain development.
I will give it... I can't give it a 10. But I will give it a 8.9.
You going to tell us why?
Okay, the villain was weak. And the lack of chemistry, they could have tooled the love interest a little better. But that was pretty much it. So the villain being a copy, that trope is... I don't mind tropes, but that one wasn't done well. They've done that, I dare say, perfunctory, in how they just, haphazardly threw the villain in there with the technology that copies his. That's not very interesting thematically. And then, of course, the love interest lacked a little bit of chemistry, and she she was floundering out there, to be honest. Okay. If they replaced her with a buddy, like a friend, and they kind of just had like a childhood friend or something, that might have been better. I mean, they needed an insight to the core.
Bro, that made me mad. I'm like, yo,
oh yeah,
no Brenda, no Pedro,
right? No Brenda, no Pedro. Nope. They all gone. It would have been cool if Brenda was there actually. So that I'll give it an 8.9. I love the movie a great deal. I think 8.9 is a good score for it, and I hope we get more of it.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, so please
Oh,
see this movie so we can get a sequel.
please see the movie.
The director
Yes.
does want to do he wants to do a
Yes.
trilogy.
Can we? Okay, now we're at the end of the episode. I got one more story to talk about. I apologize in advance, Bernard. Can we talk about the ending of Riverdale? What do you think of that? Did you watch that?
Okay. Okay. No. I checked out after the second episode of this season. So all this time, I mean, once again, goddamn time jump. So we got to see how everyone lived and died, and Betty, Veronica, Archie, and Jughead were in a quadruple.
Yo, this series.
I saw that. I'm like,
yo, actually, so I go on.
I'm like, I'm just like, I really want to take off these headphones and throw them halfway across the room. That's how I felt.
You don't like that? You don't like that? Why? Explain. What's the issue with that?
Okay. So it's not the series finale. It's just this last season is what irritated me. I've only watched like the first episode. I have like 15 episodes on my DVR as we speak because it was just, what the fuck were you going for? So they had this whole thing where everybody got powers last season. And then they got transported to the 50s with no memory whatsoever. But Jughead was the only one who could remember. And Pops' granddaughter, Tabitha, who is basically Kronos or a time traveler god or whatever, had to wipe his memories because the only way she could save everyone was to transport them back to an alternate dimension, which is basically 1950s Riverdale that you hate. You hate Archie Slice of Life comics. So that's what this whole last season was. And I checked out. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it one day.
I gotta say, I'm like, okay, as an outside observer, what they've done and how they stuck to their guns with their lunacy is commendable. Okay, so the 4-way couple, love it. I love that they went there. Keep going with it. All right. Choni apparently is a thing. I'm glad they stayed together. They had a kid.
They got back together.
Yeah, they did. So Choni, I'm glad they
did they have a kid, or is it Fangs' kid that?
No, it was a redheaded kid. Like, so she carried something. I think Cheryl carried it. Yeah, it was redhead. So and Tony was there. So I like that they circle back to their little thing. That was good. I'm glad because the fans love that pairing.
Because Roberto Aguirre Sacasa is gay, so he was always going to circle back to that.
Yeah. Oh, where
Moose died like 4 seasons ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
They killed Moose. I didn't know that. I've been watching. That's not.
Yeah. All right. So unless like they ended up like Tabitha ended up bringing everybody back to like present day or something like that. And
now the show is more or less resembles the old Seal comic in the 50s. That's what they had right now, right?
I don't know, Samir. That's how the season started. I don't know where it ended. Yes.
Ended. Okay. All right. So anyway,
it started with them being sent back.
From what I've seen from the impact on social media, people seem to like where the show ended and the fact that it's gone. I think the overall consensus is that Riverdale had a good run and it ended a good capstone. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I saw that as well because Craig from Krypton Site, aka K Site, he was the guy who was always like doing like all the behind the scenes Smallville stuff. I follow him on Twitter with the Angry Blerds, and he follows us back, by the way. He actually said it was a pretty good finale, but I saw I didn't even read the article. I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, the fuck, man, this is how it ended. So I don't know. Maybe one day
from an outside observer, it looks like
you just happy it's a 4-way couple and Tony and Cheryl had a kid.
All right. So I don't know. The point is, it looks like it would be rather satisfying
because Jughead moved on from Betty. Archie moved on from Betty. Betty and Veronica got together, and Jughead was dating Pops' granddaughter, and Veronica was dating Reggie. So it's just like, so we just basically kind of square one, but to the second power. This whole thing from like season 1.
It was always going to end that way. Apparently, that's what they planned on from the get go. I thought that was, I don't know. I'm just like, yo, it's done. And it ended in spectacular fashion from what I've seen. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of it later if you ever get around to watching it.
If I ever go back to it.
All right, we're going to do the outro.
Yeah, guys, this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider, aka what the hell kind of finale of Riverdale was that?
And this is Samir, the King in Black, tickled pink.
And we are the Angry Blerds podcast, not in a fatal four-way.
Oh, God, no. Join us next time. Same Blur channel, same Blur network. I'm not against polyamory. I just don't want to be in a throuple, triad, what have you with him. All right? I don't think our friendship can survive that.
I'm not into polyamory at all. I don't know. I ain't talking about my relationship life on this podcast. But anyway, guys, we will see you next week. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Where we
check us out on our platforms. Yeah, the other platforms we have. Yeah, check us out on our other platforms. You just kept going with your thing. All right. What were we reviewing, sir?
You threw me off because you've never done that. You've recently started saying, watch the video as well, but you check us out on other platforms. You didn't even bother to say Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Gonna say,
but those platforms. Yeah, next week we will be reviewing David Tennant's first Christmas special and his 3 episodes.
And more Ahsoka.
That's the Doctor. Yeah, and episode 3 of Ahsoka. And I think that's it because no movies come out this week, right? Nothing comes out this week, right? I don't think so.
Not immediately. We got some coming up soon.
Yeah, let me check Rotten Tomatoes real quick. Because, like I said, I don't think there's anything coming soon. Oh, one thing I did want to bring up. So, guys, if you're like me and you are a physical whore for Blu-rays, Disney is releasing season 1 of Loki, seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, Bray, and WandaVision in 4K Blu-rays in steelbooks. So yeah, guys, check that out. I don't think there's anything else coming out that we need to be talking about because we're not watching Gran Turismo. We aren't watching Strays because Talking Dogs. We're not watching.
I'm probably gonna have to see that because my wife wants to see it.
What, Bottoms?
Oh, actually, Bottoms. No, well, Bottoms. I want to see Bottoms. Bottoms is actually getting great reviews.
Yes, it's fresh.
It's at a 99% currently. 99%. It's the highest rated movie of the summer. So go check out Bottoms. Actually, it's a pretty good film, and its subject matter has something to say, and it looks really fun.
Does it? Did you not read the synopsis of this movie?
Yeah,
because I can read it real quick. Because you talking about it got something to say.
It does. Go on.
All right. Let me use my real voice.
You don't have it.
Bottoms. A refreshingly unique, raunchy comedy focuses on 2 girls, PJ and Josie, who start a fight club as a way to lose their virginities to cheerleaders. Their bizarre plan works. The fight club gains traction and soon the most popular girls in school are beating each other up in the name of self-defense. But PJ and Josie found themselves in over their heads and need a way out before their plan is exposed. Yeah. What does that have to say?
So on the note, the commentary of this movie is basically women taking back their agency and their safe spaces from toxic masculinity. So that's what
they're literally fighting to lose their virginity.
Yes. So the two main characters, that's the guys they started with. But what the situation boiled into was women's self-defense and them taking back their agency. This movie's very feminist. Yes. Yeah, so, anyway, I'm excited to see this movie, and I think everyone else should go watch this movie as well, right? Also, you can't, come on, again, not very many movies have a score as high as, it might drop down to like a 92, but that's still exceedingly favorable approval rating. And the cast is very funny, and the director is really good. She's done a lot of stuff. All right, Shiva Baby from 2 and 20, very good film.
Bro, she only got 2 movies on her filmography.
Yeah, but guess what? Shiva Baby, 97% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes with a 77 from the audience. People like her stuff so far. All right, she's like Josh Trank, but not shit. Okay, she came out with a hit and came out with another hit. All right, unlike Josh Trank, but she's a young director that came out with 2 hit movies already. Go see her shit. If you haven't watched She Baby, go back and watch that.
Unless she goes the way of, you need to forget that guy's name. Fuck, I can't remember. Fuck it. Oh,
what movie? What was the movie?
Not that guy. Diablo Cody. She kind of plateaued, but she's starting to find her way back up.
No, yeah, Diablo Cody she's in her bag right now.
Yeah, now, but she plateaued pretty much after Jennifer's Body.
I don't know if she did or not. I think she might take a break.
She didn't take.
She has stuff under her belt though.
I know that.
Okay, nah, she's been in her bag. Okay, so I saw Ricky and the Flash. We talked about this, didn't we?
Did we?
So she took a long, but Jennifer Body wasn't her because she did a lot of stuff after that. She did Young Adult, which was really good. Okay, she did the Ricky and the Flash, pretty okay, and then
Paradise, 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that one flopped. But then she did Tully, and then she has Lisa Frankenstein, which is coming out soon.
Which isn't out yet.
It is not yet, but she stopped it. She's still doing stuff.
I never said she wasn't doing stuff.
Oh, plus she was on a show on Prime Video on for 2015, 2017. She's been around. She's been around. She ain't fall off. She ain't fall off like Josh Trank. What's Josh Trank been doing?
He probably left Hollywood after everything with Fox.
F that guy. He sucks.
Why are you acting like that? Chronicle?
He did. El Chronicle's amazing. Well, afterwards though, you're right. He did fall off. Yeah, but I mean, I think that fell off too. This got terrible. Yeah, oh my God, this flopped hard. But yeah, it's not.
I mean, it wasn't in theaters.
Yeah, but it got panned by the critics, and I don't think anyone else liked it.
Well, anyway, guys, we will see you later. Samir, tell people goodbye.
Josh Trank sucks. Yeah, Josh Trank sucks. That's my outro. Josh Trank sucks. He sucks. He should feel bad. He's bad at his job. He should feel bad. Alright? It's funny how you defending that dude because it's like you the main one don't like when directors criticize superhero content. He was the main one doing it. And he got a superhero property and tanked it because he wasn't good at it.
That was what happened. You know, I don't want to talk about this. We 2 hours in.
We'll
see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Samir, tell people bye.
Josh Trank sucks.